All right. Hi, my loves. Welcome and welcome back to my channel, Soup for the Soul Tarot or Tea Time Tarot, depending on where you're watching this. I do usually go live on TikTok for those watching this on YouTube. So perhaps you can find me on TikTok. And again, for those that are watching this live on TikTok, I also have a YouTube channel where I post a lot of these readings on my channel as well for you guys to re-watch for those that are watching them live. If you feel the need to, or if you just want to, especially if they resonated live. But this is going to be a pick a card, and I got this idea from a friend, and the topic today, or the intention today, is to ask, how can you instill hope in your situation right now? So we're going to do 3 piles. Okay, most likely it'll be pile 1, 2, and 3 as per usual. So let's get in. And I feel drawn to using these lovers cards to start. So let me do the shuffle. All right, and thank you for sharing the live, Emmy. Appreciate you. If anyone would like a reading or to get on the wait list, you can check my bio to see how you can do that. This pick a card reading, though, is probably going to be pretty lengthy, just so you know. But I definitely can do your reading if you are patient at the very end. Okay. And it's usually first come, first serve. All right. Let's get into this pick a card reading. Spirit, please guide me. How can my viewers instill hope in their situation? How can they instill hope in their situation? Please touch the hearts and minds and souls, especially of those that are feeling like they're slipping from their journey, who have been feeling hopeless as of late and just need a little bit of light and guidance. Spirit, pile 1. How can pile 1 instill hope in their situation? All right. Okay. Do it like that. Move that a little bit more to the side so I have more room. That's pile 1. Pile 2, Spirit. Those who choose pile 2, how can pile 2 instill hope in their situation? And lastly, pile 3, Spirit. How can pile 3 instill hope in their situation? So maybe take a moment here to choose your pile, or to choose your card, really. Card 1, 2, or 3. I'll give you guys a little while here. So again, the question is, how can you instill hope in your situation? For those that are watching this live, perhaps this may resonate for you more specifically. Okay. And again, take what resonates and leave the rest. But for those that find this later on YouTube, this could very much still resonate for you. All right. Let's start with card number 1. I'm going to set these other 2 to the side. Okay, let's see what we have here. The back says, close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. Okay, and again, that was the card. I noticed that all the cards today, even though I shuffled them upright, they all wanted to come out in the reverse. And perhaps the retrograde, oh my God, the retrograde energies are really influencing this, right? Venus and Mercury are both in retrograde. And so with that, I want to say that what I felt when I did a retrograde reading is that there's a lot of emotional attachment still to the past. A lot of regrets maybe coming up for you. This is I coulda, shoulda, woulda. You know, I really wish I would have reached out. I'm specifically getting here mourning a loss of a loved one that has passed away. That's something that I'm getting here. Perhaps this is a grandparent. Getting grandparents specifically. At least that's the strongest energy here. But it could also be a pet. I'm seeing a dog, a puppy in my mind's eye as well. But I'm seeing a loss of a loved one here. Someone's passing and maybe wishing that you could have done more with them. Maybe you could have appreciated them more, that you could have spent more time with them, that maybe you could have shown them how much you still care, how much you love them. And just really wishing that they were still here. You know, that you could turn back the hands of time and maybe be young again. So this person could still be part of your life, you know. All right, so let's get more into this and see what else is happening for you and how can you possibly instill hope in your situation. Actually, I'm going to keep this in the reverse. Hopefully you guys don't mind. How can you instill hope in your situation, Pile 1? How can you instill hope in your situation? All right. We have the Fool. Okay. We have the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. How can you instill hope, Pile 1? We have the 8 of Cups in the reverse, and we have 10 of Cups. On the deck, the 4 of Wands in the reverse. Yeah. Again, I really feel loss of a loved one, somebody that felt like family to you. All right. With the Fool card here, I feel like listening to music is therapeutic for you. And this allows you to kind of give some control over your emotions as well. If you're wanting to remember someone from the past, some special from the past, perhaps there is a song that triggers a memory, that takes you back, that makes you feel close to this loved one again. You know, and then when you're too sad and you're too down and you feel the weight of this feeling of loss is just too overbearing or too overwhelming, you can switch it up and change it to a more upbeat song. You know, for example, perhaps it's a pop song that makes you feel a little lighter, makes you feel like you got more to look forward to, makes you feel perhaps a little sassier as well, you know, makes you feel like you could take on life. So that is definitely one way for Pile 1 to instill hope, is music. Okay, I do feel like for you guys, just maybe silence right now, or maybe it's just the environments that you are finding yourself in, whether they be at home or at work or both. I'm feeling that what you're around is usually very busy. So Pile 1, a lot of you guys could live in a city and it's just too much hustle and bustle, or maybe there's just too many people at home. Perhaps, the workplace also is just overwhelming. Maybe there's just a lot of people you work with as well. Okay, but I feel like right now you just can't really bear being around people. You're like, I just wish I could take a break. I just wish I could, run away. I just wish I could, be somewhere else for a little while. And so perhaps Pile 1, you do need a break or a vacation. I'm specifically seeing somebody here take a trip, like take a summer trip, maybe to a beach, okay? For whatever reason, I'm hearing California sun, so maybe over the summer you may be taking a trip to California. Or for those that live in Cali, perhaps it's a specific part of Cali. Maybe you're going to the beaches in SoCal, for example. It doesn't necessarily have to be, but that's just something I'm getting here. Is possibly taking a summer vacation or a summer break, maybe really good for you. Okay. And also, I'm seeing this puppy here. Perhaps those that have lost a puppy or have lost a pet, okay? Maybe you've gotten a new one since you've lost the other one. But perhaps taking this pet with you on vacation, if that's possible, will also help you as well. You may feel a special connection or a special bond as well with this new pet for those that have gotten a new one. Okay. If not, this may just be this pet that has passed on, that's just with you, encouraging you in spirit, and is one of your guides. And we have the Page of Pentacles in the reverse here. I do feel like a lot of you in Pile 1 are contemplating going back to school, or maybe you're just thinking about school. I do feel, though, there is a bit of anxiousness here. For those that are already in school, I do feel like there's this hesitancy that you're feeling like, I don't really want to go today. Like, I don't really want to face my classmates today, or my professors today, or just the environments of being in school right now is just daunting. And again, just really wanting to be on this summer vacation here. Or perhaps for some it's spring break. I'm just saying. But for those that are not in school, I do feel like those in Pile 1 are thinking about going back, and maybe feeling self-conscious about going back to school, feeling a bit out of place, especially for those that have had like a gap in their academics, and you're like, oh, I really wanted to go back to school, but I really don't know how the environment will be. I don't know if I'll really fit in. I don't know if I'll like, not fitting in, and so on and so forth. Just feeling a bit like an outsider here, like an outcast. Maybe times have changed significantly since you've last been to school, for some of you here, and perhaps you dress a little differently than what people are dressing like now. And you're like, oh, yeah, it has been a minute since I've been in school, but you're really wanting to go. And I do feel like this is that confirmation maybe that you need to, again, take a leap of faith and make that investment with your education, or perhaps getting this new skill. For some, it's maybe investing in a new business, okay? But I'm really getting school here for most of you. And there's this Eight of Cups in reverse. I feel like this is you retreating. You know, you retreating possibly from family, okay? Or you wanting to get away from your hometown. I just feel like you just need some time to yourself, maybe to figure yourself out. Okay, again, I just feel like you need some space from your day-to-day routine. Pile 1, I think that would be a really good way to heal and again instill some renewed sense of hope. Okay, because I feel like with the Ten of Cups here, you are loved. Okay, I do feel like a lot of you that chose pile 1 are grateful for the family that you have or for the connections you have, you know. But again, there's this feeling of loss here. So maybe you've lost a family member recently. Perhaps things in your family have changed. Okay. And you're not used to the changes and it's still feeling a little weird in your home. Okay. I'm going to clarify this Ten of Cups. Please clarify this Ten of Cups, Spirit, for pile 1. Yeah, Six of Cups in the reverse, and then we have another card under that, the Seven of Cups in the reverse. Look, we have 6, 7, 8. Or 6, 7, 8, I guess I should say. But I feel like this is you needing to take a step back, right? Again, those retrograde energies here possibly heavily influencing this reading for you. But just needing to kind of take a step back and to kind of refocus. You need a break, definitely. You know, again, a break from your routine. Yeah, that's what I feel here. I feel like that's what this loss has gifted you. This has gifted you a new opportunity for you to redefine yourself. The Fool card here. Okay. Let's get an advice card for pile 1. Advice for pile 1. How can they instill hope in their situation, Spirit? Some of you may be visiting a grave site or somebody's grave. Maybe it's a good idea to plant some flowers or to lay down some flowers. Advice. How can pile 1 instill hope? All right. Came out here was 36. I'm going to read this card here. $36. Okay. This says, I am the bringer of grief, sadness, burdens, and ordeals. Pain, suffering, and guilt is the area of my expertise. I claim weeping, tears, and lamentations and ask for prayers and supplications. When happy cards come at my right, then you shouldn't experience too much fright. The cross in the Lenormand is a symbol of the state of suffering, universal and unavoidable. It is the state of carrying the burden of others who are not accountable for their actions, the cross we have to bear. This card is the calling card of taking responsibility despite the cost. On the positive note, with this, redemption may come, dependent on surrounding cards. Okay? So I feel like with this pain is temporary. That's what I'm feeling here. Okay, even though it does feel heavy, Even though I know you carry this pain of this loss, especially if it's of family members or of a family member, you know, or loss of a pet that was like your best friends, you know, and a member of the family, of course. You know, this loss feels heavy, and you're going to carry it with you, of course. That memory stays with you. It's a burden that you bear. However, I do feel like on both sides here, we do have positive cards. We have the Fool and we have the Ten of Cups. You know, right now I know things feel uncertain, you know, and right now I know you're trying to rebuild yourself and find out what exactly is this path for you. You know, what path is really for you? Because right now I just feel like you don't know how you're feeling. You know, emotionally, you're confused, you're second guessing yourself, you're not really sure what this means. You almost wish somebody would tell you what to do. But I do feel like, again, listening to some music, going on summer vacation, taking a break, distancing yourself from current family members, or, you know, maybe your hometown, maybe a good way to, again, instill hope. That's the question we're answering for you, right? Just needing some space, okay? And I do feel like eventually things will start to feel like a new normal for you, a new normal, right? Things are not going to go back to this way things were before, because a lot of things have happened already. You know, things that you just cannot change. Loss of people, probably, or a loss of a pet that maybe you can't bring back, you know? And so this is starting a new life, redefining a new life for yourself. And it is going to feel bittersweet. And when you look back, of course, there is always going to be a tinge of pain. That's gonna somewhat dull over time, that pain, right? And again, music is a good way to help you cope. Okay. All right. Thank you thank you, Pile 1, for those where this resonated. I hope you choose to hit the follow button and maybe subscribe to my YouTube channel. And we are going to move on to Pile 2, or Card 2. Let's lock in here. Pile 2. Hi, Pile 2, or Card 2. If you chose this card, this beautiful card, this reading may be for you. And again, we're asking, how can you instill hope in your situation? Okay, and keep in mind that all the cards actually initially came out in the reverse, but just for the beginning of the pick a card, I just wanted you guys to view the images in the upright position. But let's read the back of this card. We have sexual union. Honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul, for there you will find true bliss. Okay. So those that chose Pile 2, again, this is for, adults only, 18 and up only, right? Or for mature eyes only. But I feel like you guys missed somebody that you are in separation with. Okay, I just feel your heart really aching for this person's presence. You miss them so much. You miss everything about them, even the things that annoyed the crap out of you. I do feel like you may have thought you've taken this person for granted, even if you didn't really, even for those that are very considerate here. It's just because you miss this person so much that you wish that you could retract some of your statements or some of your judgments that you've had of this person. You know, it's just that you've really, in your heart, have forgiven what's happened between you and them, because there is real love here. There is real love here. And again, you're aching to come into union. You're aching, especially their physical touch. Okay? For some of you, I'm feeling this may have been a lover that has passed, and you know, you're wishing that you could hold them in your arms again. Okay? Let's dive in and see what we have for you guys. Pile 2. Spirit, how can pile 2 instill hope in their situation? Yeah, I'm really getting a lot of sexual fantasies here, of course, right? I'm seeing this man push this woman up against the wall here. Or perhaps up against the bed, you know? And just missing the warmth. Missing the warmth. Missing the tender kisses. Alright. How can pile 2 instill hope in their situation, Spirit? We have the Knight of Pentacles. Maybe some of you are this man. Alright. How can pile 2 instill hope in their situation, Spirit? 8 of Cups in the reverse. Alright, we have the 4 of Pentacles and the King of Swords. Okay. Bottom of the deck, 4 of Wands in reverse again. That came out from pile 1. So those that resonated with pile 1, perhaps this reading is for you as well. Maybe it's an extension of your reading. I don't know. But for those that are just watching pile 2, perhaps check out pile 1. Obviously that only applies to people that either weren't here for pile 1 or those that are watching this on YouTube. So yeah, check out pile 1 if you get the chance. But let's see here. Okay. Knight of Pentacles. I will say there is strong earth here. And there's a bit of air. I know we have the King of Swords. Yes, we have water as well. But I do feel strong earth. This Knight of Pentacles and this 4 of Pentacles. And so, I do feel like either you... I feel like this is you and your person. But either you and or your person is very hardworking, dedicated, right? Loyal to your commitments, you know. You mean it when you say I do, okay? These are people that are typically more present. Yeah, that's what I feel here. I feel like your work is a very important aspect of your life, and you take it very seriously. Okay, that's the first thing I'm getting here. And so with that, I want to say, since we're asking what can pile 2 do to continue to instill hope in your situation, I feel like the biggest one is to continue to invest in yourself. I do feel like in your work, in your projects, you are continuing to make progress. Okay. This may be slow and steady progress, but it is progress nonetheless. Some of you are really aiming for King of Swords, maybe a manager position, or for a higher position, you know, towards a position where you stop maybe being someone that does, for instance, more physical labor, or somebody that has to hone, it's like some skill level here, to someone that again is in a management position, someone that leads, someone that directs. King of Swords. You may just be aiming for a better, you know, paying position, something that's going to be easier to manage for you, you know, down the road. You're like, yeah, while I'm still healthy and pretty young, you know, I can put in the work, I can put in the effort, I can be on the grind, but knowing that I won't be young and I won't be at this, you know, state of my health, this peak of my health, you know, for forever, you know, and it's wanting something that's again better down the road for you. So I would say stay focused. Okay, you're on the right track, definitely. Let's see, 8 of Cups in reverse here. I do feel like you've had to walk away from a lover. You've had to leave this behind. You know, a romance that once was your entire world, someone that swept you off your feet, someone that maybe you thought you were going to marry. You know, someone you thought was your forever, was left behind here, okay? You had to walk away from the situation. You had to emotionally pull away from the situation, no matter how this ended. And again, it's going to be different for, you know, each and every one of you, but you had to pull away from the situation, whether it's because you ended it or this person ended it or because somebody passed away. It had to end, right? And you had to refocus again on other things, and you had to build yourself up again. But the memory of them still stays with you, and it often inspires you to move forward. 4 of Pentacles, I feel like these days you're a bit more closed off. These days, you don't really let people in. Maybe you haven't had a lover in a while. For some of you, maybe it's since this partner, especially if something traumatic happened in the past. You know, I'm getting specifically somebody here may have lost their loved one to a health issue. You know, for example, maybe your person suffered from complications and died in the hospital, you know, or, you know, I'm sorry to say, I'm thinking about a situation now of someone that I personally know, was a former classmate. Both of them, I guess, were former classmates of mine, and they, you know, married each other, they had children, and, you know, I think they were on and off again, although they were married. And the husband took his, you know, unalived himself, and now the wife feels, you know, like she pushed him too hard. You know, maybe we shouldn't have had that space. Maybe I shouldn't have asked for space within the connection. You know, and this may not be everyone's situation, but somebody may have a similar story. You know, lost someone maybe to a mental health reason as well. And again, just not allowing another person to love you. Not allowing another person to hold you, to get to know you, the real you. The one I'm saying that's behind the glasses. Maybe somebody here wears glasses, I don't know. I do feel like the image of yourself has changed. I think you don't dress really the same way as you did when you were with this lover. For a lot of you, you feel as if this was your true love. Okay? Your one and only true love. And although you may have been grateful for the experience, you were grateful to the universe that you were able to know what this felt like, you know, that you were touched by this person. But I don't know, it's like you just kind of closed up or clammed up and said, that's it. That's it. You know, you also may have cut your hair. You know, someone here may have shorter hair now. I just feel like you did an image change since being with this person. You know, and if this person were to see you now, they probably wouldn't really recognize you. Okay. Maybe you feel, some of you, as if you don't really care what you wear now. Maybe you've stopped putting so much effort into your appearance for some. Or again, it could just be you just went for a different aesthetic, you know. But what I'm getting here is that for pile 2, you are really, really hurting in silence, pile 2. And I feel like pile 2, you guys are still in the process of healing and needing to let go. But you kind of refuse. I do feel like change and letting go of this old narrative is really daunting to you. It's terrifying. And I feel like you don't really want to let this go. It's like I feel like you're holding on to this coin with everything you have. And to be honest, you feel maybe that some of you may feel this way, but I'm feeling like somebody here feels as if you've accepted that. That's okay, that this is going to be, you know, life for you now moving forward. And I want to say, although it is your free will, it's up to you. I want to say you're a dedicated and loyal lover, and so in some ways I do respect that. I do respect that to you. In your mind, you only have one true love, and no one can replace that. I, in some ways, really, really respect you and your strength for being so loyal to the bone. However, again, I do feel as if one way, if you're open to it, I know you're not open to a lot of things right now, but one way to instill hope in your situation is to let go. You know, I know you're not ready for it, but perhaps opening up to friends is a good way to start. Or something else I'm getting here for people that are like, no, I'm definitely not going to do that. I'm comfortable being in my own skin. You know, I'm comfortable being in my own, you know, space, my own bubble. You know, something that may help for you guys is volunteer work or giving to charity. It's something that I'm getting here, fighting for a cause. King of Swords. You know, that can also be something that can help you find meaning in your life, right? To find something different to give to fight for, because I do feel like you guys are my givers. A lot of you showcase your love language, maybe giving or doing work for other people, you know. This is sacrificing your time, you know, doing work for a cause, you know. I feel like that may actually really help you guys. So maybe that's something to look out for or to keep in mind. Let's see, advice for pile 2 spirit. How can they instill hope in their situation? Advice for pile 2. How can they instill hope in their situation? Pile 2. How can pile 2 still hope? Okay, so we have number 20. I'm going to read this card from the booklet it came with here. This says, park. When you are going to a party, a concert, or a business meeting, I am sure to show up in your reading. You will find me in a reunion or a retreat, a riot or a picnic. I like crowds and public events, so naturally I am good with all your network intents. In the time of Mademoiselle Lenormand, the park or garden was a social venue, a meeting place. It was a space for getting out and about, sharing and networking, a place where relationships were forged, as in the Reverie. The card is often depicted as a cultured garden with a fountain, perhaps an echo of Nuremberg, from where the game of hope first sprang. The card means public, and while it may seem strange there are no people in the image, it is because the public space is what is being depicted. When this card is read, it adds the meaning public to the cards in its vicinity. The park and the tower would signify a public organization. The park and the book would show public education. It is best to stick with the literal Lenormand. This card can suggest the importance of being social, and maybe it is saying you need to promote yourself more, particularly if combined with the moon. A contemporary meaning of this card with the heart might be online dating. If we had the park, the heart, and a letter in the 21st century, this could be that email you've been waiting for. Okay, that was a lot. That was a lot. So definitely take what resonates there. But I do feel like you guys would benefit maybe also going to events, you know, maybe going to charity events. That's something that comes to mind. Or again, like maybe set up a venue and perhaps accept donations, again, for a cause. I really feel here somebody getting more involved in an organization or within their community, because I do feel like you have something to say. King of Swords, you have a voice, King of Swords, you know. And again, I do feel like somehow this work will give meaning to you, and I also feel like you are going to be able to network with people. And although you are going to have that distance between you and other people, right, because again, I do feel like emotionally you guys are very closed off people. And some of you may not be open to, you know, being vulnerable with others at this time. It's just not the stage where you're at. Completely respect that. So this could be a great way for you to still be sociable with others, but also keep your distance, right? And also to thrive in a professional atmosphere. So yeah, that's what I see for you guys. For those that chose pile 2. If that resonated, I hope you choose to hit the follow button or subscribe to my channel. I hope you guys do. Hit the like button though. I asked if to please hit the like button. It'll definitely help get views up, especially. All right, let's move on to those that chose card number 3. And again, all the cards came in the reverse position, but I want you guys to look at it from the upright position as well. Okay, and the question, right, was how can pile 3 instill hope in your situation? This says, if you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind, for the heart is the gateway to the soul. And that again was originally in the reverse position. Pile 3 or card number 3, you guys are definitely my dreamers here. Those that kind of like to be in a dream state, those that like to be in fantasy. Okay, perhaps also for my pile 3s, some of you just may sleep a lot. Something I'm getting specifically. Hi, Evie. And yes, you definitely can, love. I know I kind of probably read that a little late. I'm sorry, I wasn't really looking too much at the comments. But if you're still here, Evie, yes, absolutely. I can do your reading after I do this pile 3 section, because that would be it. So absolutely. All right, so I had to Google what this was called, but something I'm getting here that might resonate for a very small or select few of you is some of you may have hypersomnia, which is something that I actually learned about somewhat pretty recently, maybe a few months ago. But I think we're all familiar with insomnia. People that just have an issue falling asleep or struggling with sleeping. But hypersomnia is if you feel you sleep too much and have excessive daytime sleepiness. Okay, so hypersomnia would be the medical diagnosis. Okay, so yeah, some of you actually may have that as well. So if that resonates for you, this could no, it's fine, Evie. I didn't expect anyone to to realize that. I know people kind of swipe or click on or whatever at different times. So I get it. But yeah, so for those that chose pile 3, perhaps if you have hypersomnia, this may be more resonant for you. Give me 1 second. Sorry, I had to take a drink of water there. Okay, I am being guided to pull a gemstone from this Gemstone Whispers Oracle deck. Alright. How can pile 3 instill hope, Spirit? Pile 3. Or those that chose pile 3, perhaps you may not be feeling very well. Pile 3, how can pile 3 instill hope? All right. So we have Pietersite. I'm probably butchering that. But it looks very beautiful. I don't have a stone like this. But it says direction. If you don't know where you're going, any road will take you there. Okay. So again, I really feel like this is for my dreamers out there. Perhaps you're feeling a little lost. There is maybe a lack of focus here at this time. let's dive into some tarot here to kind of see where else this is going. How can pile 3 instill hope? Also, you may live in a rocky area. Oh, that sounds weird. Maybe there are a lot of or unique rock formations around you. I'm seeing a lot of, you know, tans and browns here also. Maybe you resonate with that color, maybe coffee color as well. Let's see. Three of Cups in the reverse. How can pile 3 instill hope? Okay, so I'm specifically getting here maybe a group of people that, ow, Julius, that hurts. For example, that have, how do I put this? Struggled to thrive in their adulthood. Okay, I do feel like there's a collective here that maybe miss high school or miss the days of your youth. You know, you miss your friends, you miss not having to worry about anything, you miss just how things used to be, you know. And now, you know, you may just feel displaced. You may feel as if you don't know who you are. So that's something I'm getting here as well. Yeah, 10 of Wands. I'm hearing adulting just has not been easy. 7 of Swords in the reverse, and feeling as if no one really cares. No one really gives a, you know, fill in the blank. And you're just like, man, I don't remember this, I didn't know this was going to be this hard, you know? I'm hearing a hard knock life, or the life of hard knocks. I don't know, I just feel like somebody really, really struggling here. Let's see, maybe financially you're struggling as well. Or you're just, you know, struggling to kind of keep afloat here. Trying to stay balanced. And yeah, 6 of Swords in the reverse. I'm hearing an ambulance in the background. Again, some of you may feel like you're really asking for help, crying for help. You may have not literally done that, you know, but maybe deep down you feel like you just need, you know, some help. You're like SOS, you know. I just feel overwhelmed. I just feel like I'm on a sinking ship. I just feel lost. I feel like there's no point in me being here. You know, I will say that for those struggling, you know, there's some resources, right? Suicide hotline is a thing. Crisis text line is a thing. Text line. I know there's also a hotline, right? So please seek out help if you really, really need it. Don't be ashamed to ask those that care about you, or just people that are your friends and family members that are close to you, okay? Don't be ashamed to reach out to them in times of need, in times of stress, because I, you know, can almost guarantee you that they would rather you reach out to them when you're at your lowest, and have them reassure you or have them help you out in any way they can, instead of finding out that you decided that you just couldn't do it anymore one day, you know? I will say, I don't believe that unaliving yourself is the solution. A lot of times, right, mediums have said that unaliving, when people unalive themselves, people still feel the pain, but now they're just disconnected from their bodies, and they kind of see, they still have to kind of stick around to see what happens to the people that have left behind and what they've put them through by, you know, deciding to take that step, you know. So I will say that. I know I should have put a trigger warning here, but I will say, I know some of you may think like, well, no one really cares until you're gone. But, you know, that's a little unfair, right? Everyone's dealing with their own load of laundry, right? Everyone's dealing with their own pain, their own baggage, and so, you know, that's a little unfair to say that, but it doesn't get rid of the pain, you know. It won't get rid of the pain, and then you may have to come back and relive that kind of karma again, you know. So, you know, just keep that in mind, that it's really not a solution. So yeah, please seek out the resources that you need if you're really feeling like you just can't do it anymore, you know. Anyways, the question, right, was how can you instill hope in your situation? Well, Seven of Swords in reverse, I feel like this is you just needing to walk away from a job specifically that's just not making you happy. You know, Ten of Wands, this has been a real burden for you. And for a lot of you here, I don't see any raises, you know, I don't see any promotions, you know, you just feel like you're doing the work, but where's the reward, you know? If that's you, I do feel like it's worth your time to make a plan, to make an exit strategy, is I guess what I'm trying to say. You know, needing to leave that behind you. Also, what you need to leave behind are friends or co-workers that really don't give a damn about you, okay? People where you're like, you feel like when you spend time with them, it just feels hollow. You feel empty inside. You feel like this is not really satisfying, but you're there because you at least are part of something. I guess there is something to be said about that, but it's not fulfilling. You know, these are not genuine connections, and you know that. You know, perhaps these same people are giving you more work. Perhaps some of you may be trying to fit in, and perhaps this crowd of people have more authority, or maybe they just, you know, kiss butt a little better than you do, and just, you know, are in a better position in the workplace in some ways, and just kind of give you a pile of their work and have other things to do because they don't want to do it, you know. But regardless, I feel like it's time for you to, again, plan that exit strategy. Six of Swords in the reverse. You may feel as if there's nowhere to go. Like, where do I move on to? The outside world just seems way too much to think about. Like, I don't even know where to start. Right? And so there is a need here for exploration. So maybe you do need to put one foot in, put one foot out. Sorry, let me see. I've been on here for too long here, so there's this pop-up puzzle thing that wants to make sure I'm still active. Anyways, some of you just need to put one foot in and one foot out so you can get a taste of what else is out there, but at the same time not completely cut ties from where you're at. For example, if you're curious about, you know, how you would like, for example, how it would be if you were, what's an example here? A radiology technician, for example. You're like, I wonder if I would really like that job. Maybe it'd be worth your time to shadow. Maybe it'd be worth your time to take classes, right? Maybe it would be worth your time to try to talk to somebody that's already in that career field to get a sense of how it is. But now is the time for you to take the initiative and ask questions, right? You can't keep doing the same things. It's going to get you back to where you don't want to be. Let's pull an advice card for pile 3. Pile 3. What can pile 3 do, Spirit, to instill hope in their situation? Alright, so we have number 29. I had to cover this image. I should have covered this image here, but this one has a little bit more, shows a little bit more, if you guys know what I mean. So, also I will say, maybe somebody here is a heavier set person, a heavier set woman. I will say that, or at least top heavy, you know. So that may hit somebody here. Let's see what else. Somebody here could also be a mother, perhaps a single mother. Let's see what else. Yeah, that's what I'm getting here. Okay, let me read number 29. And again, the reason why I'm not putting the image way up here, I guess do that, is because it's pretty inappropriate. So, but 29 says, it might be the second one here. I could be you, the reader, or the female subject of your reading, or a female partner. As with the second man, the expanded Reverie deck includes an additional lady card. This version shows a powerful and elegant woman looking out of a window to the right of the card. She has a draped red robe, and between her breasts she clutches the feminine symbol of Venus. The light shines in through the window, emphasizing her strong features. She is the embodiment of the feminine power. Okay. So I do feel like you're just needing to realize your power, right? Bottom of the deck, we do have the Page of Wands. I do feel like some of you feel as if it's too late, you know? You're like, a lot of time has gone by. You know, I have to start over. You're like, oh man, I don't know. I don't know if I can. Some of you also maybe wish that you could lose some weight here, you know, or cut weight. It's also something I'm also getting here is some of you may want breast reduction. That's also randomly specific, okay? But I'm kind of getting here like you don't fit into your old clothes, you know, and kind of like going back and thinking about starting over again is just very daunting. I feel like you've accumulated a lot of experience, you know, and so this is something that could be applied to possibly a dream that you once had. I feel like there's a dream, there's a vision of yourself that you see. Perhaps it's, again, like going back to school or getting certified in something that you've always wanted to do, but life got in the way and it just never happened for you. Okay, some of you may be 29, 30s, you know, it doesn't matter, but I'm just saying 29 may resonate for somebody here, but this also reduces to the number 11, which some people don't reduce master's numbers, but if you do, it reduces to the number 2, and I feel like that's all about decisions, and it's really related to direction. So I do feel like there is a new window of opportunity that's out there for you, but you've got to believe it. You've got to stop you got to stop scrutinizing yourself and what you have, what you don't have. Maybe your home, your literal home, your house, your apartment, your condo, whatever this is, maybe it makes you a little depressed, you know, when you look around, especially if you don't let a lot of light in, you know, and it's time to look outwards. It's time to see the possibilities. It's time to dream again, you know, to believe again, to believe in your dreams, you know, instead of them just being fantasies, instead of them being a distant dream, you know, that they could still somehow be, or something new can be birthed from this. All right, thank you, pile 3. That is your reading, my loves. If this resonated, I hope you choose to subscribe to my YouTube channel or hit the follow button on my TikTok. But please like or hit the like button. I'd really appreciate that. Okay. But that concludes the pick a card reading. Okay. So I'm going back to Evie. I know that was long, but Evie, if you're still here, I'd love to dive into your reading, or you know, do a reading based on your question. Awesome, Evie. Thank you so much, love. I'm gonna put my little bird down. Oh my gosh, Julius. Alright. No rush, Evie. this energy here? All right. Why not smudge one more time? I do have a bird. Here, let me see. Up. His name is Julius. But he's a little teal, a little cockatiel. He's about 5-6 months. We also got a tortoise here as well. But she's not with me right now. She's in the other room. I love cockatiels. I used to have a lot. Had sulfur crested cockatoos, African gray, etc. Oh wow. I mean parrot. My stepdad can't keep animals yet, still buys. Ah, I see. Interesting. Thanks for sharing, Evie. That's really cool. You know, I actually grew up with one parrot. Her name was Aloha, and she was adopted, and I think she was adopted when she was 13 years old, and she was a blue macaw. Very beautiful. So I do too. Because of that, I decided on getting a bird instead of any other animal, really. I love all animals, but I really wanted a bird. So, yes. I also love cats. Well, they love me for some reason. I didn't initially, but I love them now. Oh, really? You never really wanted one until this year? That's interesting. Well, you know, you definitely might be part of my soul tree as well, you know. Aren't cats spiritual? Definitely. And birds are as well. Birds are definitely spiritual. A lot of shamans connect to birds. Yeah. Julius agreed. Goodness, Julius. That is very interesting, Evie. That is really cool to know. It's so funny. What a coincidence. Right. Coincidence. No, you're good. You're all right. So your question is, okay. You have two. Okay. Did you get my payment? I trust you, Evie, so I trust that I did. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Well, thanks for being honest. Let me just check then real quick, okay? Give me one moment. All right. Well, thanks for being honest. Let me just check then real quick, okay? Give me one moment. I did receive your Cash App. Elle, I did receive your Cash App, love. Hi, V. You love the bird noises. Yeah, I'm sorry. He's pretty needy. Let's see, come here. All right. I had an overdraft fee this month trying to lower my debt and pay for school. Okay. Jeez. Well, that's awesome that you're in school, Elle. Question 1. Any insight on Jay's situation? I asked to hang out, but he dodged me. Ew. No, I'm just kidding. He dodged you. All right, let's see what's going on here. Let me backhand him for you. I'm just kidding. Sort of. It was a guy that I knew for a few years. I kind of ghosted him, but like him as just a friend. Ah, okay. Spirit and guides, please guide me to Elle's situation with her inquiry with Jay. Spirit, what happened with Jay? Why did he dodge Elle when it comes to hanging out? Spirit, please connect me to Elle's highest guides. The highest vibration, with loving intention, best of intentions, with love and light. For Elle and those along her journey. What's going on with Jay? Why did he dodge Elle? Spirit. Why did Jay dodge Elle? Why did Jay dodge Elle? Okay. Like I wanted to hang out, yet my ego is hurt. LOL. Hi, Chef. 6 of Cups in the reverse. Aw, thanks for the heart, Chef. That was very sweet. 8 of Swords in the upright. 2 of Pentacles. I don't typically initiate meetings with guys. Ah, okay. I kind of see that here with the 2 of Pentacles. Okay, well, I see your energy strong here. Let's see what else is going on. Well, you know, for whatever reason, I'm seeing Jay as this smaller person, or this child here in the Six of Cups energy. And for whatever reason, I'm seeing you as this adult or taller person here in the Six of Cups. And Chef, I want to say yes, but I do have to meet with somebody, and I have to be there by 7:30, and I know my readings kind of tend to be long, so I will say just hold your question for now. I know you did drop gifts, and I do appreciate that, but hopefully I can come on a little later if I can't answer your question right after L. I'm right now it's 6:04 Pacific Standard Time for me, and I probably would have to leave here no later than 7, of course, my time, and again, like, I just don't know. Okay, awesome, but I definitely will try to get to you, okay? Let's see, let's get in now. Yeah, so for whatever reason, I'm seeing him as this child in this picture. So that really does make me feel as if Jay is somehow intimidated by you, or sees you as somebody that's out of their league, or above them in some way. For one. Okay, let's see what else that we can find here. Show me Jay's energy towards L. What's going on with Jay? Okay, we have the Queen of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords, and the reverse. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles, he definitely puts you on a pedestal here as well, and he thinks you're doing really well for yourself. That's just the image he has of you. Okay, and bottom of the deck, we do have the Three of Swords. So he does feel hurt, and I don't know, it just feels rejected here also. Let's see. I don't know, I'm seeing being rejected here 3 times, you know, with a Three of Swords. So maybe he's been rejected by multiple people and just feels as if no one is really interested in him in that way. So maybe he gets friend zoned a lot, you know, and I just feel like that is not what, you know, that's not what he's looking for. Obviously, he's not looking for being friend zoned. He doesn't like the feeling of someone looking down at him, looking at him less. And so I feel like, for whatever reason, he feels like he's someone that you toy with, or somebody that you feel like you can kind of play with. You know, like I do feel like in some ways he feels like he can be easily swayed or manipulated by you, or maybe he's felt that way in the past, and he, you know, probably doesn't like to feel like a puppet or doesn't like to feel out of control emotionally here. Okay, Woodchuck Extraordinaire, I just saw you like the live. Thank you so much, and that is a very interesting name. That kind of made me chuckle. That's cool. Let's see what else here. He took care of your dog. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's see. What's going on with Jay? What does he really think of the situation with L, Spirit? What can you show us? What does Jay really think of this situation with L? Yeah, he really feels as if he has no control. 4 of Cups. He's like, yeah, sure, I guess. That's... yeah, so he's not very ecstatic about the small little offer here. The Tower in the reverse. Yeah. So... I do feel like because of that, he feels a little bitter. And he's just like, man, I thought he was no longer attracted to me. He's very handsome now. Like, I don't know if it got to his head or that I'm just super insecure now. You know, he may have ugly duckling syndrome. He might. Let's see. Or all of a sudden he's a swan, but mentally he's still a duck. I don't know. Let's see. What's going on with Jay? How does Jay view this situation? How does Jay view L? Page of Wands. I mean, he does see you as somebody that's still attractive. Page of Wands, somebody that he's still very much interested in, somebody that he's still very much curious about, bottom of the deck, taking a leap of faith with. He's like, yeah, I kind of still want to see where this goes. Oh, I'm started coming in and out. Oh my gosh. Jeez. Well, what I was saying is that he's still attracted to you. There's still interest here with the Page of Wands, you know, and you're talking about in and out. This is right under the 2 of Pentacles, which to me is very indecisive in and out kind of energy in some ways. But yeah, I do feel like he's still interested. You know, he still wants to know where this can go. He still, you know, saw this as an option. You know, but I will say with the Tower in reverse, he's kind of wondering if he should leave this behind. You know, should I look for other options? Should I just see what else is out there? And me thinking like that makes me feel as if this is somebody that may have had an eye for you for some time. You know, like this was somebody that may have been set on you with the Queen of Pentacles for some time. You know, this may be years with the Queen of Pentacles. This is somebody that, you know, maybe wanted to level up in a way so they could feel like they have enough to offer you, or that they could be on your level in some way. But again, somehow this person always places you on a pedestal, you know. Let's see what else here. Jay's feelings towards L. Show me Jay's real feelings towards L. The 4 of Swords. Okay. 3 of Swords. Yeah. Bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Swords. So this is kind of like, you know, tell me the truth. Tell me the truth. Do you like me or do you not like me? This is definitely somebody that really wants to know, wants to come forward to you and confront you on some level, I feel like. Let's see. We have Queen of Swords, under that we have King of Swords. This person's definitely desiring a conversation with you about getting real with something here, about confronting you on some level. I do feel like this person is actually like holding in some anger, right? And I wouldn't be surprised if this person came off cold or a little harsh with their communication, if they were to decide to come out and say what's really on their mind, what's really going on with them. You know, this person just may, I really feel like this person is tired of being rejected, right? Three of Swords. Just like, I'm tired of feeling this way. I'm no longer going to let anyone let me feel this way ever again. Four Swords are still in there. He's still in his head about you. And again, I just feel like there's a sexual desire, okay, towards you still. Like this person really does sexually desire you. Probably still fantasizes about you. Okay, but hates that they do, Three of Swords. Wishes they could stop thinking about you, the Three of Swords. I feel like this person can't really help how they feel. Let's see. What else is on Jay's heart about Elle? This person does, in a way, want to leave you in the past. Because I don't look like how he remembers me. Did he just mature slowly, or did he mature slower than you did? Like, how, what do you mean? Show me Jay's feelings towards Elle. What would Jay honestly like to communicate if he could be honest? Bottom of the deck, we have My Beloved. Though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united, for love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. The card that came out was Romance. Cupid's arrow strikes. Yeah, this is somebody that's always had a crush on you, girl. I don't know what to tell you. It's somebody that probably always thought that one day they would have their chance. Is there like an age gap here or something? Are you older than this person? Like, what's going on? Why is he acting like this? He feels like he's acting like a little kid that, you know, for a long time had a crush on somebody that was, you know, if he wasn't on this phone on our first date, I would have taken him seriously. Oh, jeez. Let's see more about how did Jay feel about you in the past? What was going on? How did Jay feel about Elle in the past? How did Jay feel about Elle in the past? 3 of Wands in a reverse. The Lovers, of course. The Knight of Swords in reverse. I helped him get the job he has. It's so nice to see how he glowed up. Rant over. Thank you. Oh, okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, bottom of the deck we have the Nine of Swords in the reverse. In the past, I do get the feeling here of self-sabotage. So in the past, he definitely did not feel like he was good enough. I do feel like he did like trip over his own feet. I'm seeing somebody trip over their own feet here. And I do feel like it's more of this person didn't really know how to act. You know, a 3 of Wands in reverse. I feel like this person didn't really know how to move forward with you in the past. This person, Knight of Swords in reverse, although there are many times they wish they could have been courageous enough to speak the truth, didn't, you know, held themselves back. I also feel like, you know, this person somehow felt as if there was always something in the way. So, I don't know, maybe in the past there was someone in the way, or just there's something that held, in this person's mind, something that held you guys apart, or there's some issue that divided you guys in the past in his mind. Okay, but I just feel like as if he's trying to reach out and grab you, reach out and touch you, but you're still very far away, you know. Let's see. What else, Spirit? Anything else? Anything else Jay would like to say here about this situation? We have number 33. All right, I'm going to read it from the booklet here. Where's that booklet? Here we go. It says, Key. Discoveries and solutions are my forte. You will find me in synchronicities, signs, and fate. When I land close to you, know that you have the means and the answers to what is troubling you. Look to my right, I point to what is highly important or what needs to be solved. The solution to the problem can be found by being in possession of the key card. It both unlocks and secures depending on which way it is turned. The answer is within your reach. This is a card of liberation, although it can also be a tool of captivity. The Gilded Bird Cage. I kid you not. It says the Gilded Bird Cage. Elle, I thought that was interesting. That's funny. We're just talking about birds before this reading. Of the Reverie speaks of a bird palace, which can become a prison. Inside is a rose symbolizing mystery, a mystery that unfolds as the key unlocks it. It is also, of course, a symbol of love, the most common of all mysteries. This card can influence many things next to the heart. It can unlock feelings and be the key to your heart. Okay. It is a card that offers many opportunities and new beginnings. So I'm hearing trapdoor as well. It's something that I'm feeling. Oh, okay. So I feel like, you know, he may have tried to strategize a way to come to you, or maybe a way to be closer to you, or a way to be on your level on some level here. But somehow I feel like it really bit him in the butt. Somehow I feel like this didn't really work. It's almost as if like it just, maybe it was the timing. It was like it just never really worked out here. But I really feel like a big part of it is him not being able to tell you really how he feels. I feel like he's not really able to act like himself. Like, I feel like this is somebody that how do I put it, feels as if he doesn't know what to say to you, and that what he has to say may not be interesting enough for you. You know, I don't know, maybe I don't know if he's seen you, cocktail vibes. I don't know if he's seen you date other people, but he may feel as if like, I'm just not the type of guy that you would usually go for, you know, or maybe he thought that in the past. But yeah, I just feel like he's kind of tripping over his own feet here. To be honest. And so maybe he wants to ask you, what do you really want of him? But it's like, well, you know, in some ways you're just like wanting him to be real with you. And that's something that he's just been struggling with. Part of that is just because self-sabotage, not feeling like he's good enough. Yeah. All right. But yeah, I just...
Ready to stop UTIs before they even start? Meet the first anti-UTI spray for women, intimate skin support from Love Wellness.
Yeah. Well, I feel like we should just leave it alone because I feel like we're going in circles. I feel like we're running in circles. He can't expect you to read his mind, you know what I mean? Anyways, second question is, were my coworkers and S&N negatively gossiping about me, or was it in my head? Okay. I feel drawn towards this deck for some reason, even though it's not love related, but let's see. Spirit, please guide me to L's second question. Was there gossiping happening with coworkers S and N? Is there gossip? Is there negative gossip? S and N, L's coworkers, Spirit. Please reveal the truth. Okay, we have criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. Okay. So I feel like that's a solid yes already, but let's actually get into the weeds here. I do feel like these people are kind of fake. Okay, it's like I don't know, maybe they act like they're friends, or maybe they act like they're friendly, or you know, maybe they act as if they're trying to get along in your face. Okay, but I feel like there's other things going on behind your back. I do. Is there gossip, Spirit? Negative gossip between L's co-workers, Spirit, S and N. Is there gossip? Justice in the reverse. The Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Laud. The Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. S and N, Spirit. What's going on with these two? The Chariots. Okay, I'm feeling like somebody's mad here. Somebody's mad. The Tower. Page of Cups. For whatever reason, they feel like you got something that they didn't. On the deck, Eight of Wands in the reverse. They feel like they were rejected, or they feel like, you know, something, I don't know if they, you know, this was like a promotion, or this was like they had said something, but like a boss didn't acknowledge them, or they didn't go with what they recommended. Maybe they went with what you recommended. I just feel as if like they feel as if there's maybe like favoritism at work, or so I don't know, like I just feel like, to be honest, I feel like you're looked at favorably, okay, in this work environment on some level. Okay, I feel like that. Earlier I saw the Star card, and I really felt that energy was you. And so, you know, your boss, or, you know, whoever's in charge here, leadership, they see a lot, well, not just they see your potential. I used to get targeted years ago, but those bullies got fired. Gotcha. Yeah. It's not even that you have potential. Obviously you have potential, but they see you doing things, you know? They just see you work, and like you, it's like you're very good at what you do. I'm not perfect though. I've been not as organized because I'm mentally checked out. Okay, so that's more of the present. Well, I don't see that here. I'm not seeing that's, how do I put it? I'm not seeing that aspect with these cards here. I feel like I'd have to pull other cards to see how leadership currently views you and how your performance is going right now. I feel like this is more, again, in relation to what's going on, you know, at work in relation to these coworkers that you're asking about. Okay. But they really feel, just curious, I was curious about my intuition from this week from them. Gotcha. Yeah, see, they see you as this Woman in the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. They're back here. They're watching you stack up all these, you know, I don't know if there's awards, maybe it's, for instance, Employee of the Month, Employee of the Year. It's like you're getting some kind of recognition, or maybe a raise or some kind of advantage that they feel like they're getting overlooked, you know? And you're just like, yeah, I'll just add this to my collection over here. And meanwhile, they're like, man, like, I feel like we don't even, you know, lack justice in reverse. I feel like we're not even noticed, you know, and they're feeling like there needs to be an uproar, hence the Chariot. You know, they're mad. They're mad. You know, I wouldn't even be surprised here if they complained about you to a boss, to your boss, to their boss. If you guys have the same bosses, you know, to that person. I wouldn't even be surprised if they filed a complaint, right? Complaining about, I don't know why she got this, you know, when she doesn't even do any of the work, you know. This person didn't even do anything, you know, this whatever, like this month, or, you know, about this specific category that you got an award for or whatever, you know. They're kind of complaining that, like, I did all this and this person didn't do that. Why did they get awarded? It's because of favoritism. You know, and you know, with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, you know, you may be very much aware of that, and you may feel a little bad, okay? You may feel a little bad about that, but you know, you're not like, how do I put this? You're not gloating in anyone's face, you know? You're not like, look at me, look what I've got, you know? And it's not even like you're kissing some ASS, you know? You're just like, yeah, I guess. You know, I guess this is mine. I guess this does belong to me. I guess, you know, and in some ways, they feel as if, like, observing you, getting this recognition, getting this award, getting this raise, you know, whatever this is, they feel like, how do I put it? Like, they feel as if, like, at this point you just, oh, I'm sorry, give me 1 second. Sorry, my teal just did a little poo-poo here. Let me get a little wipe. Be right back, Al. Sorry, give me a sec. Those green, yeah, that's right. That was my message from the cockatiel. Absolutely. I don't know, maybe crap hit the fan here on some level, you know, because we do have the Tower card here also. Maybe you've noticed something has changed. Maybe there's been some kind of change at work. But there's a question, like, what happened, you know? The Tower, some confusion here. They didn't invite me to dinner on Tuesday. Ah, okay. Interesting. Page of Cups. But invited me on Wednesday. Did they just not go on Tuesday? Like, did they just reschedule the dinner for Wednesday? Or do they usually go on Tuesday and Wednesday? Or, like, you know, I think they did. Okay, I see. Interesting. I honestly think that they, I feel like these two people you're asking about, to be honest, I don't even know if they like each other that much, but I feel like Page of Cups, they don't really, they don't really like you that much, I will say. Or maybe one of them doesn't like you more than the other one, you know? Sometimes there used to be an instigator. Sometimes there's one instigator in the group and the other one just agrees, but maybe not as much. But I just feel like someone in the group doesn't really like you as much, okay? One person is new, I just met her. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. So I was shocked she was closer to her and she's new. Interesting. Yeah. So I'd probably say that maybe the person that's been there longer is probably the instigator. Okay. You know, the saying of keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. This is like a frenemy situation, or, you know, a Mean Girls thing, you know? I haven't seen Mean Girls in a while, but, you know, something about, like, remember there was a line saying that, yeah, I guess Mean Girls, right? It's like everybody knew it was better to be in the group or whatever than not in the group, you know, or something like that. I just feel like it's like that, to where, you know, especially if you're seen in a good light amongst leadership or your boss or your bosses, you know, they may kind of want to latch on to what you have in your relationship to that, and hoping that they're going to gain something out of it, you know. So be careful. But yeah, I do feel like you do really irritate somebody here. They're very mad, and I feel like they're kind of keeping this to themselves. Let's see. What do these Mean Girls want to say? What's going on, Spirit? We have Obsidian, Death. To the well-organized mind, death is but the next great adventure. You have Topaz, blindness. There's none so blind as those who will not listen. And then we have appetite, temporary halts. Now and then it's good to pause in the pursuit of happiness and just be happy. I feel like them going out to dinner on that Tuesday night is this pause, is that halt, you know? I feel like that person, whoever this is, it's like they're playing a game, okay? And they're so busy playing this game, and they're losing, that it's just mentally exhausting for that person. And sometimes they just need to take a break from the game, you know, and just be real with their feelings, okay? I feel like that, you know, not being invited out on a Tuesday night or just changing the date all of a sudden, you know, that was strategic. Somebody did really need to, needed that break or break away from you, okay? Because it really affected their self-esteem. They're really triggered by you, okay? Maybe normally they're able to play as if everything's okay, as if like this is just part of it, this is part of the game, this is part of the strategy. But sometimes it's just too exhausting, okay? And with blindness, honestly, I feel like it's more of that blind rage. I feel like blind rage. This person is so angry, but they don't know who to vent to. They don't know what to do, okay? I feel like this person, maybe this person didn't come from a good past. Maybe this person didn't have very much or something growing up, okay? Because I really feel like this person is just very focused on this pursuit of power, this pursuit of getting, you know, money. You know, I really do feel like that. It's like all they really think about. I'm seeing somebody here in like the mines, you know, and kind of digging for jewels. And, but 2 other people did in my department. I don't care because I want to quit. Interesting. You know, ouch. I don't know, I just feel like somebody here feels like you're their competition. My coworker didn't get a promotion, which is true. She complained this week. Okay. You want her to get a promotion? Interesting. Have you gotten promotions in the past? You know, I mean, is there a reason for her to really look at you as competition? Because I don't know why, but she is very much triggered by you. And we have this obsidian, death. To the well-organized mind, death is but the next great adventure. Yeah, I feel like this is them, one of them at least, holding on to this negativity, this criticism. I do feel like this person does talk some crap in their head and really hold on to it. You know. Let's see why. Spirits. Is there a way we can find out why these coworkers, these specific coworkers, not like L? You know, their thoughts about L, Spirit. Their thoughts about L. Tell me what. 2 of Cups in the reverse. Okay, yeah. They like L. Ace of Wands in reverse. Oh, I don't know if you consider yourself, you know, good looking or, you know, pretty or beautiful or anything like that, but it also may be a looks thing as well. You know, I just feel like there's some comparison here. I just have some comparison. Oh my gosh. Yes. There's definitely jealousy. I'm seeing that here. I used to be, not much now. You know, my cockatiel, he loves to bite on my glasses and didn't start biting on my glasses until just now. I'm wearing glasses right now. But, you know, I'm getting, maybe that kind of gives me the sense of maybe this person just wants what they don't have. You know? Because someone's viewing you here as this person on the right. And that person is, the other person is viewing you obviously as the one on the left. And at least to me, it seems like this person on the right looks a bit effortless, like effortlessly beautiful, or just you don't really have to try to just be you.
I'm gonna grab my food.
Okay.
Where's Julius?
Right on my shoulder. But yeah, I don't know, I just see, again, somebody views you as competition. Okay. You're welcome, Al. I'm sorry, that's kind of a bummer. And the fact that, you know, 2 of Cups, one, you know, is coming out in the reverse here, it's like, dang, you know? It's like their thoughts of you is, like they're just criticizing you, criticizing what you have. criticizing how you look like, you know, maybe criticizing what you're saying. It's just, yeah, that person may just have a really small sense of self, you know? I definitely wouldn't trust these people. You know? Let me tell you. Let me tell you. Crazy thing is, I overshared. The emojis, it just got me. It's okay, Evie. Crap. You know, and that's the thing. Grand evening, Evelyn, is that I feel like, you know, that person probably just wanted to get close to you so they could just hear the tea, you know? They just want your tea. Sometimes that crap just makes them feel like they have power over you or something, you know? They have some information, you know? Nothing like acting as if you're somebody's friend to get information from you. But that 2 of Cups in reverse really does show you something, because that's what's really on their mind, at least one of them. You know? To where that person really be a hater for real. You know? Yeah. All right, love. Thank you very much again for your donations. All right, guys. Chef, you'll have to catch me another time. I'm sorry. Again, like my readings tend to take forever.